Community Renewal Lifting Neighbourhoods Together has been a 5-year project funded by the National Lottery Community Fund and delivered by Community Renewal Trust, although describing it as a learning cycle is much more accurate than describing it as a project. It's actually become a call to action for how neighbourhood services could be delivered in every one of our deprived neighbourhoods across the country. It's become a set of behaviours and values that can inform that delivery to be much more powerful, much more sustainable, lasting and systematic, whether delivered by the public sector or the third sector. The delivery on the ground has been whole person, whole place services, a test of system change, and it's focused on the community of Bingham, Magdalen and the Hayes, which forms one of Scotland's most deprived neighbourhoods.
I think it's really important for the community. It gives them somebody to come and talk to somebody if they've got a problem, because it's an impoverished community.
The project was also replicated in Walker, Newcastle by Building Futures East, a partner organisation who learnt from Community Renewal Trust's past experience. The approach in Lifting Neighbourhoods Together is built on 20 years' experience at Community Renewal Trust, split across many different projects and 3 distinct previous learning cycles, one on employability, one on health and well-being, and one on community development. This last one has been about bringing together all those different learning cycles into a more holistic, whole person, whole neighbourhood approach.
We'll stay with our clients for as long as it takes. We would always start off with having a holistic conversation with the person, just to find out a bit more about what the situation is. It's also to build trust with the person as well. We want to be coming across as if we're here to not only listen to that person, but to invest in them and their situation and to sort of support them accordingly. So I think that there is that. There's also the aspect of each caseworker within our team has their own specialisms, but can also do cross-working in specialisms that are not their own. So for instance, you might have benefits work on one hand, but it turns out that they're also looking for employability support or support with their health and well-being. And so we can make sure that they're seeing the right person, and if they want something or they ever need something that we are not able to provide specifically, then we'd be looking to signpost them onwards, but also being very wary of what's at the end of that signpost as well.
We stay with the person as long as it takes, whether others, you work with them, you get an outcome, and then they're off the project sort of thing, so I really like that. And also like the wraparound support that we deliver. So it's like a person-centred method. So we can go down different avenues. So we can go down, the housing, benefits, welfare, employability, and things like the pantry. We've got various groups that we run as well. So I like the mixture and the various approaches that we can take to support and uplift.
We've been particularly focused on how we reduce silos, how we deeply listen to people, how we find the right people to support at the right time, and when that support is happening, to do it in an asset-based, not a deficit-based way. And perhaps most key, how we focus on resilience and prevention, or how we focus on getting people a much better life, rather than just incrementally changing things for people in most crisis need.
So we partnered with Community Renewal Trust 3.5 years ago. And we opened Hayes Community Pantry. From then, our relationship has grown.
We can't create change ourselves, we have to work in partnership because we all have our different specialisms and people are open to partnership working. We need to pull together and work together and bring different approaches and think outside the box and be resourceful. I have created so many new partnerships in my work with Community Renewal Trust.
The neighbourhood team we have in Bingham, Magdalen and the Hayes have actually knocked on every single door in that neighbourhood, systematically going down streets, putting on community events to reach people that weren't there when we knocked on their door.
We don't only offer appointments face-to-face at our office, we also like to engage with the local residents directly. For instance, we take part in door knocking, whereby, especially if there's any homes that we have not spoken with yet, it's just an opportunity for us to find out what they like about living in the area. Is there anything that they don't like about living in the area as much? Any change or changes that they want to see?
Erin and I think his name was Paul knocked on my door, and I was in college at the time, and they asked if I had 5 minutes to speak and we were on a break, and I'd mentioned that I was an artist, and then they got really excited really quickly, and I was like, oh, what's going on? And they were like, do you want to like come round for a meeting and talk about some art stuff? And I was like, yeah. A community cookbook. I'm going to be working on that for the next couple of months. There'll be updates quite frequently, I hope. But we want to try and get as much community involved as possible. We want as much say from the community.
This neighbourhood is small enough that this small team are widely known in this area. They're seen in the street as one of them and someone that can be trusted. They've got to know people through relationships, to know whole families, whole streets of people, and be part of their lives day to day.
I think it benefits local residents in that they've got someone that they know in the community, you know, it's someone that they know in person, and they know where they're going to be based, and if they need anything, they know where to reach us, and that it's really easy to reach us too. Not only in our office in Bingham, but also if they're aware of us being at any outreach posts in the community, they know that they could reach us there, or by phone, or by email, or even in the post if they really want to get in touch that way.
So I've worked in other places where people are just numbers, and you didn't get to know their names and, you know, a bit about their lives and things like that, whereas Community Renewal Trust will take the time and we really get to know someone through our holistic conversations. You know, we can really get to know the person that we're working with, and then that way you can truly understand what's going on and, you know, figure out the best plan together, and set goals and work towards them together, and we can take our time. There's no time scale, you know, you don't have just 6 months working with someone. If it takes 2 years, it takes 2 years.
I mean, I think it's great. I think what we've managed to do, because it's two organisations coming together, what we've managed to do is build that trust in the community. We've really helped us to break down barriers much easier.
We prioritise providing warm, friendly welcomes to people, having lots of cups of tea in our neighbourhood office, but then also offering confidential spaces where people could be supported in all sorts of ways on different topic areas, where people could be empowered, where people could identify and prioritise for themselves what would make a much better life for them, and do so in a careful way.
Well, I was told about the team by my doctor's surgery. They told me about it because they knew I was struggling and being in the house 24/7, no coming over the door, no talking to anybody or that. So when I came along, I got to make an appointment. And when I did come, I was made welcome, but I was scared at the same time because I didn't talk to people. And I got to talk to Neve. She made me feel relaxed, and I could talk and tell her anything I wanted to tell her. So that's how it all started. Talking to Neve has helped me a lot. She sat there and listened, and at the end of sometimes we just have a natural friend conversation. You wouldn't know, it wasn't like, oh, she's a colleague. It was more like she was a friend. I got an apprenticeship for a year, doing jewellery, and my stuff went into an exhibition. And that was for a year. That was brilliant. And that helped me because that means I had to meet other people and go out. And here we were doing a well programme. I done that twice. I found that really good as well. It helped me to with my food and everything and how I was thinking. It really helped. I'd still be in my house, locked up, no come on over the door, no talking to anybody. I wouldn't be doing nothing. I was overweight and everything, so I've lost a lot of weight. I was really big, really big, and I've lost a lot of weight. So I'm a better person than what I was before.
Through conversations with this community, we supported the development of different groups that could bring people together to help build their resilience and resilience of the whole neighbourhood. This included knitting groups, a community shed. We put on dozens of events. We helped support a successful bus campaign. We were looking at people as assets rather than trying to fix them all the way along. And they became key to each of these groups, which were led by community members themselves.
So we had a big day, a big project to create an edible garden in the children's play park.
And also as part of that we repainted all the equipment, which was looking very old and not very appealing for children. And Community Renewal helped me by giving me funds to buy all the paint, to repaint the equipment.
At the back there, there's a group of us trying to make this part over the back behind the building into a nature reserve. And we've been talking, trying to get things organised. Community Renewal have been fantastic.
We introduced people to all sorts of wider work, not through signposting or referrals, but introducing them to other services, or more often introducing those services to Bingham, which had so often been completely overlooked as a neighbourhood.
So it's through the Community Renewal, a lady called Neve, who's really nice. She knows that sometimes I get a bit down, and she mentioned this course. I was like, yeah, it's something for me to get out and do. I had an injury back in 2001. I was told that I'll probably be in a wheelchair within 10-15 years, and I'm like, no. I'm ex-forces. As I say, it's been a godsend. It's helped massively with mobility. I feel the strength coming back into my legs again, and my general movement's getting a lot better. Getting out, meeting new people, seeing places that you never see. It's brilliant. There was a couple of places coming up in the workshop for like part-time staff. Well, it was full-time, but it was only for a short period of time. And both myself and Gareth, we both got invited to apply, so we applied and we got offered the jobs.
It was good. It was, yeah, because you're learning a lot more about what to do. You're working on bikes that they're putting out for sale. We shifted gears. It was with Neve. It's been with Michael more because it's been job searches. They're helping me with what would be better for me just now, volunteering or and try and get a job through volunteering.
Martin, he's helped us out with get things sorted out with the council and things like that. Because we were getting different letters saying that you're in arrears of this, you're in arrears of that, and we were like, we're not in arrears of anything, we've been paying our bills, and he got it all sorted out, and everything's fantastic.
And now, after those 5 years, of course our team at Community Renewal Lifting Neighbourhood together continue to exist, with these new behaviours and values embedded, with all of the advantages of having spent 5 years making enormous change happen in this neighbourhood for individuals and the neighbourhood overall. Going forward, this puts the neighbourhood in a much stronger place, and the team which will continue to do this work with this new approach will be stronger going forward. So we have so much to be proud of from these last 5 years, and we really aspire to ever more in the future as we lift neighbourhoods out of poverty together.
I'm back to being my old me. Because before I was beginning to sort of just plodding on, just doing what I can to survive. Never like, I wake up in the morning, it's a good day. I feel better in myself. As I say, I feel more active in myself. A lot more healthier, thanks to Neve with our swimming pass. I've been going swimming up to the Commonwealth pool.
My future's good. It is good. As long as this place stays open, innit?